In this video, I'm going to talk about the benefits of street photography. My name is Brett Garamella. I've been a professional photographer for 18 years, but where I started was on the streets, taking pictures of people, interesting things that I saw, and I'm still doing it today, actually even more now than ever before. And my specialty is shooting people in a good way. So if that's something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button and let's get into this video. So the first benefit of doing street photography is that you can do it anywhere. I'm out here in nature, actually right near downtown Austin, but I found this little spot where there's a nice little pond here, some leaves, so I thought it'd be nice to film. But you know, if I turn the camera, you'd see all the buildings and so forth. So street photography is great because the skill of street photography, shooting people, shooting landscapes, interesting cityscapes, animals, buildings, architecture, all these different things make it extremely interesting and something that you can do anywhere in the world. So I feel like street photography is a great foundation or base for other genres of photography because it's something you can do everywhere and it really brings out your creativity, which I'll talk about later in this video. And the nice thing about street photography is that it doesn't matter whether you're a beginner or a professional, you can still do it wherever you are. You can get something great out of it. So for me, the benefit of being out here is just being out in nature. It's almost like a meditation. So when I was younger, I played competitive basketball, golf, and baseball. So those sports, when I would practice, often by myself, it would be a form of meditation. And I feel like the same thing is with street photography. When I'm out here walking around looking for interesting things, it really sparks my creativity and my artistry. It's almost like a Zen feeling. Like if you've ever meditated, it's sort of like that feeling. It just clears your mind and you breathe in all this fresh air, or if you're in a city with not so fresh air, and you're outdoors at least. So just being able to go out and do something that you can do creatively, both as a hobby and professionally, and sharpen your skills, so to speak, is just very meditative and very rewarding. Even if you don't get exactly what you want every time, I feel like you always get more than you give. The second benefit of street photography is that you get to meet a lot of interesting people, okay, especially if you approach people, which I like to do. So I like to approach people and take portraits of them in a creative manner. This is something that's a win-win situation because in a way they become your friend right then. It's a great way to build rapport and expand both your friendship network and your business network. So street photography has opened up a lot of doors, both for me in terms of making new friends and also getting more work out of it. So to me, I feel like that's a win-win. Even if you meet someone and it's just someone that you can say hi and have a friendly interaction, it's good for the soul, it's good energy, and it's also good for your artistry. The next benefit of street photography is that you can use your creativity and have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun just walking around, so even if I'm not getting the absolute most amazing images that day, I still was outside, I got some exercise, I met a few people, got some sun, got some fresh air, so it was a lot of fun. In terms of having fun, getting exercise, meeting people, it's great. And street photography really hones in your skills as a photographer and as a human being because it really tests both the psychology when dealing with people, catching things in the spur of the moment, being able to capture spontaneous moments and emotions, action sports. You have to be in the moment. So with street photography, you really can't be thinking about a ton of other things because you really got to be honed in on what you're doing when you're doing it. It also really enhances your observational skills and your psychological skills. So you can sort of find out, ooh, that person looks really interesting, or that person looks really interesting. Love to shoot them. You also have to be cognizant of the lighting, the background, the other people around you. There's so many different factors, animals, moving cars, etc. So it hones in a lot of your observational and psychological skills that we all have naturally, but it really like tweaks it to the next level. And the more you understand it, you start seeing the nuances that most people don't pick up on. All right, so now I'm going to give you some ideas to get started with street photography. I always believe in action, being an action person and starting today. Don't be a tomorrow person, be a today person, be a now person. So I'm a today person, I'm a now person, and you are going to be a now person too. So right now, what I want you to do is get your camera. It could be any lens you want. I have a 50mm, that's what I normally use. And links to all my recommended gear is in the description below. I just walk around with a 50mm. This is a 51.2. That's all I need for environmental portraits and really tight headshots too. although usually I prefer environmental portraits, and a little bit more than tight headshots is what I prefer. So you have to find your own style. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your camera, get your lens. If you don't have a camera lens, just use your phone. You're gonna go out there and you're gonna shoot someone at work. Now, I don't want you to get arrested, so what I meant was photograph someone at work. It can be anywhere. So it could be someone working construction outside. It could be a doorman at a hotel. It could be a fisherman in a river. It could be a bodybuilder doing exercises. Doesn't matter what it is, just someone who's working. So the goal is to photograph one person. It could be candid, it could be posed, doesn't really matter. Just get out there and shoot one person at work. Now, I'm not gonna let you off the hook that easy. So you got the person at work. Now, the next photograph you're gonna get is a posed portrait. So you're gonna have to go up to someone and ask them if you can take their picture. Now, if you're nervous, anxious, just ask a friend, family member. It'd be better if it were in the streets, just a random stranger. I would prefer you to do that. So try to step out of your comfort zone. You could tell them that you're working on your photography skills and that Brett gave you a challenge to photograph someone. So tell them, look, you don't want to disappoint Brett, okay? So go do it. And then after that, I want you to photograph someone with a lot of fashion, with a lot of style. Maybe they got a cool hat, cool sneakers, a nice suit, a nice dress. Maybe they just have really nice makeup or hair. Photograph someone with a lot of style, okay? That's the next person you're gonna photograph. So photograph all three of those people right now, preferably, but today you're gonna shoot someone at work. Photograph someone at work. You're gonna take a posed portrait and then you're gonna photograph someone with style. And you're gonna get 3 amazing shots because you're a now person and you're gonna go do it. So I'm pumped up. Go out there and do it and let me know your results below in the comments. Before I go, I just wanted to let you know that with street photography, there's so much to learn, which is why I created a street photography video program called Street Photography Pro. So in 4 days, I'm gonna release this program. I just wanted to let you know about it now so you can keep an eye out for it. So tomorrow I'm gonna make another video teaching you about street photography. And if you're watching this at a later point, you can click on the link down below or over here. And that video will lead you to another video and another video to learn more about street photography. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm Brett Garamella, and go out there and shoot.